Alright, so here we go, everybody. I'm just gonna go ahead and say hello, and also mention this is kind of my first Dota 2 video that's really centered around learning and everything. I'm just gonna quickly make sure that, yeah, sound is going through and there are no drop frames. That's always good. We're recording locally, make sure you get good 1080p. Hopefully everything will come out alright with that background stuff, but I do want to just say that I am not great at Dota 2. I am by no means wonderful at Dota 2. I've had the beta for a couple weeks and I've only started learning about it since then. However, in my attempts to get better in StarCraft 2, I've found out that it's a lot easier to get better in a short amount of time if you're doing the one doing the educating, because you have to be competent if you're going to do any kind of educating. And it's going to be my attempt at doing that so I can personally get better at Dota 2 and also show you guys some of the stuff that may help you learn a little bit faster than my slow learning. But here we go. Queen of Pain. Very strong solo mid person. I have some footage of me just a streaming session. I'm going to go dart through a couple different points just to kind of outline how to start out with Queen of Pain in the middle, because she is quite strong in the middle, and I think it's one of the I kind of want to say it's one of the most comfortable roles that I've found so far, because I haven't exactly found that many, because I mean I'm also just trying to learn Nature's Prophet, do some good stuff there, and been messing around with Silencer, but let's focus on Queen of Pain for this particular video. We have solo mid. You'll notice for the first thing that I did for Queen of Pain was get Shadow Strike as the first ability, because it's a great harassment tool, and that's what you kind of want to do. When you're one-on-one in a lane, you got a lot of opportunity to get just slightly more ahead if you can just harass and force the other person to go back. So you're not splitting experience between two people, so it's a little bit more of a big deal in my eyes to make them go back than in a side lane, I guess is the way to put it. So Shadow Strike is great for harassment, because not only does it do a little bit of damage when you first attack, I think it's like 70 or something small, but the whole point is the damage over time aspect. For 15 seconds, I think every 3 seconds 30 damage gets done. So I think overall it's like 200 damage gets done to Queen of Pain, and that's or done to the opponent from Queen of Pain, and that's what's really important. Now, we have Husker being our opponent, and the great thing about Shadow Strike is that Husker does not have the longest range of attack. You can see it right here, and it's going to allow you to do a lot of interesting things with your own mobility versus Husker, and so you can do a little bit of harassment. I mean, granted, this Husker for some reason wasn't there while I got my first level, so I had a level advantage, but it's only 100 experience, so it's not the biggest deal. I still feel like this is a good showing of your start that you can have with the Queen of Pain. I did get the first blood, but even if I didn't get first blood and the Husker was there on time, then this would still force the Husker to go back. So for all intents and purposes, this just gave me a little bit extra gold. So it's nice, not necessary. But last hitting and everything is definitely important. And you'll see that right there, I accidentally went a little bit too close to the tower. Something you really got to be careful of. But as far as the outline plan goes for Queen of Pain, I like to start out with Shadow Strike, and then either get Blink or Scream of Pain, depending on who the person is that you're going against. If you're going against somebody who has a range that's a long range attack and do good bits of damage from afar, for example, Lena, I guess, is a good example for that. Blink is probably a good idea. If you got someone who's shorter range attacks, for example, maybe a Husker, you can get away with getting the Scream of Pain. And that allows you to do some good things for harassing, for dealing with the creeps, doing area effect damage, and good things along those lines. But the whole point is to control where the lane goes with your creeps, because you want the runes. The runes allow you to do so much stuff in terms of ganking and being annoying, aggressive, and allow you to farm a lot. And not to mention, when you get a bottle, it refills your bottle. It doesn't just let you bottle a rune, it gives you 3 additional healing / mana regeneration, which is why you want to grab it every single time, because it allows you to stay in the lane, stay getting the experience, stay getting the gold, the last hits, and all that. It's hugely important. And you'll see that actually in this start of the game, my last hitting is not horrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I mean, I've got 15 last hits and no denies, but I've forced Husker back so much, and that's really the key victory here. You can see he's even more behind than he was before when he came a little late, so not a big deal there. But everything that I'm doing right now is still solid. I haven't died. I've gotten fairly decent last hitting. I'm harassing Husker to no end, even to the point of getting first blood, which is a very nice goal advantage. It allows me to get out my bottle gets runes, and now I'm going to be actually getting close to working on my power treads to make sure I can get a good solid bit of either strength or intelligence, depending on what I'm really going to be doing. But I do want to make a note actually about what you want to get for the power treads, because Queen of Pain is very, very, very is very she's kind of squishy, but she's very mana worrisome at the start of the game, especially. So I actually don't even max out my ultimate, the Sonic Wave ability at level 6. I actually get it at level 8. I feel like it's better to max out Scream of Pain before you can get Sonic Wave out. So you'll see, I'll actually, right now at level 6, you see me, I got 3 Sonic, 2 on Blink, and 1 on Shadow Strike. I'll get, for 7, a 4th on Sonic, on Scream of Pain, sorry, and then on 8 I'll get Sonic Wave, and that'll give me that really good area of attack damage, because that's the big thing about Queen of Pain, is that she's squishy, but her output for damage wise is pretty significant. If you can land a Sonic Wave and land a Scream of Pain onto more than 2 heroes, that's a ton of damage that gets done. I believe Sonic Wave does 600 damage when it's level 3. That's a lot. You add on a Scream of Pain that adds another couple hundred, then you add on any other people's effects, like we got Ancient Apparition, there we go. On my team, Ancient Apparition. You add on that ultimate on top of those area effect ultimates, you've done a ton of damage, plus there's a slow from the AA ultimate, and the AA ultimate can be done anywhere on the map, so you have a huge possibility to deal mass amounts of damage all of a sudden in team fights. So that's a really good strength for Queen of Pain. And what's really great with the Blink is the mobility, the ganking ability. Like right now, you see that I've gone down on bottom. I'm going to start moving around. For some reason, Tiny went to the mid. I don't know why. But I'm not going to be sticking this game too much longer. There's a disconnect, as you can see, from Sven, so it's not going to be as relevant later on. But this is just showing you a start of the game, doing things and being aggressive with your mobility, because Blink allows you to do these very nice stuff for controlling the rune, because there's literally no hero that will be able to out-rune you when you're a Queen of Pain, and that's so important. It's why you get your bottle not first, but second, because you still need the ability to last hit, get those little bit of damage modifiers and all that to help you out. And you can see there we have me forcing Tiny back, and I even get to grow a level, which is very, very nice. So, with this in mind, I'll stick with this video for another second or two, see if I can find out anything that's really important. But you see, I get a haste rune, and now I immediately start looking for ganks. This is something that I know I really need to work on personally, is better map awareness. When I'm Nature's Prophet, I can do it all the time. You can blink everywhere on the map, so you can definitely want to just keep darting around the mini-map and just keep going with this vision to be aware. And see, right now, it's 8 minutes of the game. I've got 23 last hits. That's not terrible, but it's really less than stellar, I guess is the way to put it. And that's when using things like Stream of Pain really comes in, because you can take out an entire creep wave with Scream of Pain if you just damage them correctly. 1 damage onto a normal ranged creep, and then a couple shots into the melee ones, you'll be able to one-shot them all with Scream of Pain. It's an immediate nice addition to your farming. But you'll see it when Bottle, then Power Treads, and then I kind of just skip straight to Lincoln Sphere to try and get out just that better stats, regeneration, all that good stuff, just to deal with Queen of Pain having a little bit of issues with the recovery. And it adds a nice add-on, because the Lincoln Sphere requires Perseverance, which gives you some very, very nice mana regeneration for 875 gold in the Void Stone. That is one of the things that make up it. But let's see what happens now, because I also don't remember actually what really happened much in this game, but we're doing some good damage. Not really much dying is taking place, but I think we're starting to get in the realm of this video being irrelevant. So let's quickly go to a different one. We've got it's literally just a Twitch file that I'm just grabbing on top. But let's go ahead and take a look at some stuff you can do with ganking and being present on the map, because it's really important when you're in the middle of the map, is to have just stuff everywhere. You want to have that map presence. We want to be a threat, because you want them to be scared of you, because then it forces them to be farther away. And I really hope you loaded don't crash. Okay, good. Okay, so now we have a different game. You see, it's very early in the game. I just got an invisibility rune. I bottled it ping, control your control people. You see that actually was an invisible rune before that I used. No, an illusion rune that I used before to get vision of where the rune was going to be. So now you just see it's patience. It's going to be really important because you have a silencer down there. It's going actually away. I ping. Drow's going to bait a little bit of bait now. Then we go in, and then we've got attack's going to go right click as well as Shadow Strike, and now you got K. I think it's Dragon Knight actually that just came in there. So Dragon Knight's going to move in and start getting attacked. Luna's now going to come in from mid to try and help out in the battle, but you know what? I've got Blink and I've got Scream of Pain, and I can move in, but this is a really risky thing to do, to dive into the towers like this. You'll see that I actually heal with the bottle, even though I know I'm not going to be able to fully heal myself. I just want to survive the couple attacks from the tower. If I can take those couple hits and then blink away once the cooldown goes away, then I'll be able to stay alive, and that's exactly what just happens. And now my team just got an extra couple kills because of it. And it literally is. Instead of us being 2-2 and in normal everyone in the lanes, now we're 4-2 with good presence on the map and yeah, I think I'm just talking in the stream right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that well or not, but there is a really good example of a gank using the bottle, using the runes, and having a very nice just awareness of what you can do. So I'll be able to see. You see, I do the exact same pattern of items that I did in the last game that I was showing you with the bottle and then the power treads, and I'll work on Lincoln Sphere, Item Scepter if I want, or just go to maybe Bloodstone, or there's a bunch of different options that you can do. But that's kind of the mid game. If you want to do this, start around, then you get into team fight phase, and I kind of want to go into I think I've marked around here. This is a game that was really interesting because oh yeah, alright. So this game I got completely outplayed in the middle of the map. So my farm and everything and leveling was much worse than the other games that I showed you. And this is just watching Queen of Pain being annoying and just really present around the map. I'm gonna end up, but I think this game I ended it with 12 kills, 6 deaths, and 27 assists. That's how much I was starting around, running around and being present in the team fights. Because you got the AoE damage, and it's so powerful. But there's a couple things to note with who we're going up against. We've got a Lich and we have a Sniper, which are really important for their range damage. As you saw, the ranged attack from the snipers did a lot of damage, and now we've got the, I think it's yeah, Faceless Void. His ultimate's so annoying, just locking you down and just letting everybody on the other team just attack you. It's really obnoxious, but as you can see, we're going in here with an even game, dead even game. We just won a, I can't really say won a team fight. We didn't take as many losses, I guess they sort of did, but it's but now we're getting an opportunity to push, and this is really nice. So you'll see, look at my creep kills, 49 creep kills. I've been completely dominated in the middle of the map. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I'm not perfect. It's really difficult. But that's where the, actually maybe I should show you guys the beginning of this video, because it shows you Shadow Strike was getting completely outranged by the Lich attacking in the middle, and I was able to do almost no harassment, so I was the one getting pushed back. I think I even told my team, like, yeah guys, I'm getting outplayed, this guy's better than me, so it forced me to change my focus towards the late game. See how I've got the Perseverance, I've got the Power Treads in the bottle, same background that I was talking about before, going for the Lincoln Sphere and everything, but you can see how delayed I am, because I was just blatantly controlled. And so now what I'm doing is actually spending more money on TP scrolls and darting around the map, because I'm not going to win any laning, and so my team is going to be more together, more cohesive, and move more as one. So I'm going to start trying to do some more farming with the AoE spells that I've got, except not my ultimate. Unless you get Aghanims. To be honest, if you get Aghanim Scepter, you can literally ultimate creeps, and it's not a waste because the cooldown goes away after 40 seconds. You can literally ult twice in 1 minute sometimes when you've got Aghanims, and that's incredible. But there we see me damaging a couple of those guys, Scream of Pain, get a little bit more gold, and work more towards getting out those very nice items that are so helpful later on. That's not what I wanted to do. We've got, alright, cool, so looks like no drop frames, so we should have a perfect video for you all, hopefully. But now we're just going to watch the being annoying, and the blinking away is so important. It's literally my favorite spell out of everything Queen of Pain has, just because it allows you to just not die. Look at my kill count right now, 427. I can harass and then just pull back. That was because Lich is powerful. And look at this, it separates them, we move around, but then we get hit by the Faceless Void ultimate. But did you see the separation that the ultimate causes there? Its goal wasn't to kill stuff. Yeah, and there we go, and that's why you spam Blink. You spam Blink and you've got the bottle recharge. I even was forced to use the magic wand. Oh, I should have mentioned that. Yes, I've been doing this a lot more lately, actually, is getting the magic wand after I get power treasure, so I have a little bit more healing. And you can see how that keeps you alive because it's an instant heal, unlike the bottle where it will dissipate after you take some damage. You just don't lose the magic wand. You just have to make sure it gets charged. And guess what? If you have any presence in team fights at all, it's gonna get charged. It's just the nature of it. It just requires people to do some spells around you, and you've got the charges. So it can save your life, as it did before, and it keeps me on the map, and I've still only died twice. And my team has died 20 times. I literally have 10% of the deaths on my team in a 5-person team. That's literally half of what the percentage should be. It should be a 20% distribution around. Usually someone gets picked off more than others, and it is very, very, very much not me, and that is a good feeling. But you gotta be really careful, because once again, Queen of Pain is squishy. So you see I'm trying to move forward and do a little bit of damage with just some Shadow Strikes and Screamer Pains and all that. That's incredibly risky to do, because you are squishy. Which is why Power Treads are actually usually used to give you strength bonuses, more so than intelligence. But you can sometimes hop around your treads and use them for, let's say you just have a lot of health and you have no mana. You can switch to intelligence, get a little mana regen, and then just switch it back before a battle to go to strength, and it allows you to just do a little bit more. This gives you 10 more intelligence or strength, so it's not the biggest deal ever, but it can help surprisingly significantly. Alright, so there we have the Scream of Pain once again, and now it's just time to just kill off the creeps individually and fail at it. My god, okay. That should have been an easy creep wave to kill the entire thing of. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not going to say enjoy, but why it's useful to watch your own stream VODs sometimes and make these types of videos, because it allows you to see this stuff. And you're just like, ugh, I did that completely wrong. So there we see that this one actually looks like I'm going to redeem myself a little bit and get all but one, so that's kind of nice. But you're starting to see the trend of how this can go. If you're darting around, let's see I'm switching between lane and lane and lane, and getting, let's say Regeneration Room, which is great. And by the way, regeneration runes are not the best for ganking. What they are good for, though, is making yourself go farther forward and then layering yourself out of there and getting up to heal. So now we see Scream of Pain attacking a couple of people, and there is going to be a dead Lifestealer. Look like Ivysaur got the kill, but now you're starting to see the more teamwork going involved, the being aware, because you'll see there's not that much communication going on right now, but still, we're still cohesive, running around and keeping together, and that's the really big strength of what we're doing, and that allowed us to just win a battle 4 kills to 1 kill. So this is now the beginning of a good position for us. It's not the beginning of a victory for us, but now we're going to finish off the sniper, and that seals the 5th kill, and we now got a full team kill. And take a look at the fact that blinking around with the 4th level blink, it's like a 6-second cooldown, so you can blink in, run out partially, and then blink out again if you're careful. But most likely you still want to run in and then blink out, because you can get killed in 6 seconds very easily. So now moving around, just Lifestealer just had to, I think he had to DC there for a second because he couldn't see me. It was just a weird glitch, but who knows? I don't know. We're still in the beta for this game, but now you can see me moving around, and one-on-one, I should be able to kill him until he did that annoying stealing of life thing. But now I'm going to move around and actually try and keep these guys alive, but I actually forgot that Lifestealer, guys, he's a little bit immune to magic, and by a little bit immune to magic, I mean he's really immune to magic. And there's a blink, I get a kill there, which is nice, and you can see I'm still being aggressive, and look, Blink's back already. Blink is back already, so we should be able to chase down Lifestealer without too much difficulty. You can see I can blink forward if I really need to, and there it is. Blink forward, Scream of Pain, the death is killed, and I'm on my way to escaping, but there's that Lich ultimate. Oh, that Lich ultimate. It's so annoying. And you know what I could have done? Use my magic wand.
Yeah, it was a crazy team fight.
Yeah, so if I had used my magic wand there, I would have, I would have actually probably gotten alive because my blink cooldown was down. So there's something that I can critique there. And so theoretically, I should only have 2 deaths still here, just because of that blink mobility. But this is a very, very interesting game. So I'm just going to dart around and see. But you'll see how my money right now is at 3,400. I should be able to finish my Lincolns, I believe.
Get my Lincoln's for you when I respawn. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just saying that. I don't know how that was loud the game sounds. The game sounds shouldn't be louder than me or anything, but that is something that it's gonna be happening. So I just see me darting around looking at this. And by the way, it's actually a really nice thing to do, is to look around and see who the low level people are, because you gotta know who they are, because you can sometimes find them while they're farming or something and just take them out. But you also need to know who the high level people are, so you know who's the biggest threat. It's not exactly correlational to the levels that they are, but it gives you a nice indicator while you're dead. It just gives you something to look at and make that idle time not nearly as idle. So that's a really nice thing to just take note of. And now you see them taking down the top tower, and look at our entire team there going there. We're prepping for a really nice engagement here. I scream of pain because you know what? I might as well here. My mana regen now with the Lincolns is almost at 10, and now we get to go ahead and get some shots down there. I get a couple things there, but I need to ulti there. If I do, yep, get the kill. And now it's time to move in. Scream of pain. I can blink. I don't want to blink yet though. We see how he's still trying to get it for the escape, and I can get him as he escapes if I don't waste a blink. And it's just a lot of right clicking. And there we see sniper, but we get stunned, and it should just be retreating time. So I'm just gonna kill off the creeps while I'm here. Might as well, and pull back. We just took a very nice lead in that one. It was very key that we had all of our 5 guys there in really good hiding spots. So positionally, we had an advantage, and it just allowed us to get some very nice kills there. Actually literally half their team was on the lane, I think, and half were in the jungle, and allows us to pick them off 2 and then 2, which is so key, especially in games like Dota, where stuns can happen instantaneously and lock you down for more than enough time to just kill you outright. So here we have me begin to farm, and I think we're starting to get the kind of the gist of what you need to do. Just the running around, being effective, farming when you can, and just getting the kills and being aware of vulnerabilities. So we're going to see that sniper going to go down easily. And this gives us, once again, more time. Theoretically, we could probably go Roshan soon, or if not now. But there we see a blink in my faceless void. It must have blink dagger or something. But now we see him pushing forward, and I'm going to try and blink away. And actually, I kind of want to... there we go. Yeah, see, I do that. This is a very nice thing to be aware of. Are the trees, the line of sight blockers, cliffs, all of that. Because if you know where those are, you know a clear escape patterns. And now I'm able to get out, and I can just enter the fight again. I even got an invisibility rune to allow myself to move in and get a nice position to kill something if I can. And that's coming in right in a second. But I'm in the tower range. That's not going to work. So that's just time to change your attack and go for that person there. But with blink up again, I could just move around and try to attack more, but I think it would have been overextending myself, so I just sit back and farm a little bit. We already won, got 4 kills, and this is where the game all of a sudden, with us just taking 2 or 3 team fights, we are in a massive lead now, and we're in a comfortable spot. I can start working on getting Scythe of Vice, Aghanim Scepter, all these things. The Scythe of Vice would be great for just, what I was thinking when I was thinking about getting the Scythe of Vice is I can just then polymorph or hex or whatever you want to call the spell and hit the Lifestealer and try and do it before he gets his ulti up. And that allows us to take him out and possibly deal something else, or maybe even use it on Lich or one of those guys. Sniper doesn't seem to be a big threat, but you're starting to see that this is the way it goes. And if I can add that on with Aghanims later on, be able to ulti 40 seconds, be able to use my Scythe of Vice, and it is a decimation in those team fights. Make it also a 4v5 and deal tons of damage. It's a great way to go about it. So I think that's enough. I think we've covered enough that we need to just sort of end this here. But hopefully you guys were able to learn a little bit about Queen of Pain, and hopefully I talked about some good stuff. Once again, not a pro, but I still think I can shed some light on aspects of playing Queen of Pain and everything. And see right now, just once again, being annoying, because I've got the blink, and there's a Scream of Pain, but yeah, that's a mistake. Here's something not to do, guys. That was me getting... That was just me being. That was honestly me just thinking, huh, maybe I can try and get an extra kill there, and that just shows you why I shouldn't be alone at these later parts of the game, because I just gave him a free kill. So there you go. There's a nice ending message. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all very much for watching. I guess I should plug myself, shouldn't I? I don't know. If you want to watch me stream, and also I've been streaming a lot of Dota 2 lately, it's twitch.tv/zanderfever. I've got the website, zanderfever.tv, and on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, I'm just zanderfeverSC at the end of that. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.